What's up guys? It's me, Tim. I'm not sure if you could recognize me. I'm not wearing a hat in this video and I'm not wearing a black shirt either. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be wearing a shirt with logos on it. Is that allowed?
Am I supposed to be hiding my identity like I'm in one of those murder mystery interviews?
I don't know, I got it at Target. I'll put the link below if you want to get it, you can get it. So I'm going to do things a little different this week. I'm not going to put out a how-to video for editing and stuff like that. I'll make sure I pick up on that next week though, for sure. This week I did want to talk about something that might be a concern, especially if you're just starting out as a photographer, and that is advertising. I'm sure none of that is going to make it in the video. So I wanted to give my take on an experience I had recently. I can only speak for myself personally, and I would never tell anybody to do or not do something. This is just one of those, if you want to listen, you can. The only thing I would ever tell you to do is subscribe. That you have to do, it's not an option. So when you're just starting out, it is a difficult thing to try to get your name out there. It just is. By far the most reliable way that you're gonna find work is through word of mouth. Referrals. Referrals are gonna be by far the most reliable resource as far as booking. Or like a friend or a friend of a friend, they'd be like, oh Jenny, your photographer was so good, who was he? Oh yeah, for sure, Tim, you have to hire him. I think that's usually how it works. But if you haven't done any weddings yet, how are you supposed to book weddings? Well, so you would start out shooting underneath somebody, or you can start out by doing family portraits and engagement sessions and things like that, at least while you're first starting out, just to build up your portfolio. So now you have some work that you can show, but not an audience to show it to. So what most people are gonna do is find an established website where you can host your pictures online, share any reviews from anybody that has hired you before, and link to your website and all that other stuff. And then that's it, right? You just sign up and people start calling your phone, and then you're booked for like 2 years in advance and you're making a ton of money. I'm not sure it works exactly that way. So with any business, you have something called ROI, which is return on investment. And that's just a way of saying whatever you put into your business, whether it's advertising or marketing or anything else, you want to make sure you get that back and then some. So when you're starting out, you might not have very much, especially after buying equipment or anything else that you needed to start up. Maybe you had to pay for a domain name or a website hosting. So from this one specific website, I'm not gonna say it was WeddingWire, I invested a specific amount of money that I felt like was very reasonable. And I figured at least if I booked one wedding, I would get my money's worth. So how many weddings did I book? I didn't book any. So I've had the service now for 9 months and I have reportedly gotten phone calls and website clicks and things like that from potential clients, but none of those leads have turned into actual bookings. I've tried plenty of different methods like replying directly through the website, using the email that was given, or even the phone number. Again, this is from my experience. I feel like most of the time I wouldn't get replies back. If I did get any response, I would send out a proposal and make sure I followed up. But even then, most of the time, I never got any answers back. I've not converted one lead into a client. So now maybe it's just me and I'm not doing it right. Maybe I don't have enough pictures on there, or maybe I'm not responding the right way. However, after doing some research, I feel like I'm not the only person who feels this way. I'm definitely not saying my experience is everybody's experience. However, I feel like you really should look into these things before you invest your money, unlike what I did. Also, make sure you know what you're agreeing to so you don't feel like you got stiffed if things don't work out the way you thought they would. So then what can you do? Again, if you're first starting out, maybe you can do something like creating incentives. An example would be including an engagement session for anybody that books, or you can include an album design or anything that you're willing to do personally. I'm curious to hear from you guys that have been doing this for a while. What works for you as far as marketing and advertising to get your name out there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you felt like this video was helpful at all, make sure you click the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not already subscribed, why are you not already subscribed? Also, I'll put the video from last week up here somewhere. Thanks so much guys for watching. See you in the next one.